Okay, it's 8:30 on June 27th, 2020. Hello and welcome to the weather update on this rather not that hot but pretty humid day. And we had some scattered showers and thunderstorms over the area and some really interesting clouds today. This was at sunset, some really unusual colors. I'm wondering if we're getting affected by that dust that's over the south. We'll take a look at a few more of these clouds here. Here's another look at it. Really just beautiful colors there. And then earlier on, we had some downpours and some. This was looking south of that severe thunderstorm that was actually over New Jersey. New Jersey's been getting pounded by severe thunderstorms, and we had a thunderstorm that kind of went to our north. This is in Hicksville. This went to our north, looked like over the North Shore. We just got a couple of drops of rain, and that was it from that. Hicksville didn't look like it rained that much, but we had some downpours here in Mineola, so we're going to look at the rainfall totals. But first, let's look at the radar, and you'll see here they're still getting pounded by these thunderstorms here in Toms River. These had moved over, and then there's another one. It looks like right over Toms River, and then another one is coming. So it looks like it's training over Toms River. I wish we were getting some of that rain. We got some rain today, depending on where you were. A lot of lightning with this. With the first cell. The second one doesn't look like as much. It looks like a lot of lightning right over Toms River. It looks like. So I'm wondering if this is affecting power outage situation. Let's see if this caused any power outages in the area. We'll see much in New Jersey. I don't see New Jersey lighting up, and so it's only 1,385, and let's see, Ocean County 870. So it looks like maybe it caused a few isolated outages there. Look at the Ventus Sky radar as well. We're going to look at that too. So let's show you what happened today. We didn't really get the severe weather on Long Island that we thought we would. It looks like there is a shower over Comac here. Here's that other cell. This cell looks like it's actually further north. Over Tinton. That's weird. On the other radar, it looked like it was over Toms River. Let me just refresh this again. Maybe it didn't refresh. Yeah, I guess this one is more over Toms River. All right, so there was one cell that went over Toms River, I guess, and then one that went to the north of it, more like over Monmouth County, over Tinton Falls. And then there's another cell over here. It's very humid. There's another little one over here. It's very humid, and then there's one over here too, off the Hamptons. If we pull this back by an hour, let's go back by an hour. Let's look at the way things were around 7. You can see there's that cell to the north that was, and then these cells here that went over the east end, look, they came out of Connecticut. So if we pull this back to 6, you will see there's that line. It was a nice little line that hit the North Fork. We'll have to take a look at the PSCG outages, see if it caused any outages. That looks like a nice little line there that hit. And as far as earlier on, all right, so this is 6, 5, 4. Let's go to 3 o'clock. Because we had some downpours right around 3 o'clock move through the area. So it was this area here. This is what brought us our rain here in Nassau County. And went right over Mineola. That downpour, a couple of downpours. Looks like it might have gotten to Hicksville, but when I got to Hicksville, the ground was kind of dry. So I'm wondering if they did. But that cell kind of held together. Looks like it brought some heavy rain to central Suffolk County. And it looks like it went over the Pine Barrens too, so that's good. That's good. Well, hopefully they got some decent rain out there out of these. I want to go to the lightning again, and I want to go to. Yeah, I guess it's weird on this radar. It looks different. Yeah, I guess it is north of Tom. I guess it's more like over. Let's see if that cell off the South Forks. Nah, that one never really produced much lightning. It was the one over Jersey, and that's probably because it got hotter in Jersey. So. Let's take a look at some of the observations across the area, and you'll see here there's a lot of red flag warnings out west. Very dry conditions over there, very low humidity, very warm and windy conditions. So and not much rain, so they got to worry about that. At least we got some rain today. So let's take a look and see what the current conditions are over our area. I'll put the dew point in so you can see it's pretty humid out there. Dew points look like they're in the upper 60s to low 70s, so very sultry, and dew points are in the low to mid 70s around Toms River. So I want to take a look first at the high temperature for today. We'll go to historical. Look at the, well, we'll start with the precipitation because that's first. Let's see how much rainfall fell over us. Oh, this is, why is it doing that? No, 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 no. We need to do from, let's do from Friday. There we go. Okay. Alright, this one's obviously erroneous here. No one got 5 inches of rain. But it looks like from today, let's see what we got here at Carl Place. They're not reporting anything at Carl Place, which sucks. Probably around a quarter of an inch. Fuller Park got 0.20. A little more, though, as you head toward Bethpage, 0.43. Farmingdale got a half an inch. Let's head further out east here. Ooh, 1.03 over there. I don't know if I believe that reading around Comac. 0.06 in Smithtown. 0.46 in Ronkonkoma at well, Islip, technically, MacArthur Airport. So around a half an inch. Some areas in the South Shore maybe got a little more than a half an inch, like 3/4 of an inch. Let's see, Brookhaven Airport, 0.41. About a quarter of an inch. That's not much, but we'll take it because we haven't gotten enough rain lately. So looks like that on the Forks, quarter of an inch too. Now Toms River is probably getting a lot more because they keep getting the storms. Jersey keeps getting the storms training over them. So let's see what they got. Oh yeah, look at that! Wow, we got a 1.17 reading in Toms north of actually this is north of Toms River, Lakehurst. Well, it might be more like Lakewood. Lakehurst 1.05. In Toms River proper, though, only 0.32 at Miller Air Park, 0.71. So depends on where you are, hit or miss. Looks like the heavier totals are just north of Toms River. But good to see at least an inch of rain fell over there. They definitely need it. We all need it, and we need more, much more. So let's go take a look at the high temperatures today. So here are the high temperatures. The island didn't really get that warm. We had plenty of cloud cover and that light rain around. So temperatures never really got that high for us, and that's probably why we didn't deal with that much instability. Temperatures generally around 80 degrees. However, if you look at New Jersey, you'll see, and the city too, not that warm, maybe a little tick warmer. But the real heat was in Jersey, of course. Near 90 in Toms River, and of course that gives the energy, the fuel for these storms to do what they do. So really impressive, though, to see. I do want to look at Wonderground because they have more observation sites, and we'll go ahead and look at that. As far as the rainfall goes, we'll just focus on Long Island because these showers were really spotty. Some of them were really small. When I left, it was just about wrapping up, but there were a couple of right around 3 o'clock. There were a couple of heavier. There was one shower that was so small, literally. You could see it like cross the street. It was so small. It was like about the size of maybe a train car or something. It was just like you could see the little showers, like somebody taking a sprinkler and putting it right there. Really weird. That's what you see in Florida usually. So let's see. Mineola, let's see if we can get, all right, 0.35, 0.41, okay. Some of these, see, we're getting more readings now, 0.51. So maybe we got a half an inch here in Mineola, a little closer to a half an inch. We needed it, but we need more. 0.35, all right. So generally around a quarter to a half an inch across much of the island. Heading out to Suffolk County, Ridge hardly got anything, 0.08. They got gypped. But if you go south, like around Shirley, 0.49. So very interesting. Like I said, very spotty. One area, like I said, I was in Hicksville, and I'm curious how much Hicksville got because it didn't look like they got much at all. The ground was pretty dry there. Let's see if we can get a reading out of Hicksville here. Well, there's a 0.4 reading here, but a 0.1. So it depends. I mean, one side of Hicksville got more than the other. It's one of these localized situations where one area can get more rain than the other. It's just a matter of where it all develops. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, PSEG Long Island outage map. Do that. So kind of an unusual weather day today. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. See if we have any major power outages on Long Island. 63 is not really that much. I'm not even going to look at the map for that. So I don't think we really had any severe weather on Long Island today. So let's go ahead and take a look at the models, and we will go ahead and look at the, well, actually, let's first look at, before we do that, let me look at this Weather Prediction Center. So just take a look at the weather map for the day. So you can see here what we have. We got this like warm front that pushed through, some lows along it. So we're going to be in the warm sector. There's a high and a dry front. Maybe it'll try to make it through here on Monday. But you can see we're clearly in the warm sector here. So let's go take a look and see what is going to be happening here. We'll start off with the upper air on the GFS. And we'll see. So here's that little trough that we have there. And you can see it kind of sinks southward tomorrow. So we're not really going to get into a real deep tropical flow because of that. And then there you go. You got that same setup again. The trough's over us, though, on Monday. And then you've got this ridge up in Canada. So there's going to be a lot of heat. You know, there's not really much cooler or drier air, even up to the north and the west. But we got this little trough here that's over us. That it's just kind of keeping the real heat away from us. And that's going to keep the heat away from us this week. You can see it kind of just sits there. Right over us, not moving at all, trapped. It's like trapped in a cadger's mitt. Originally this week was supposed to be pretty brutal, and it's not. So, but it does build the ridge into next weekend and next week, and then maybe we could see some heat then. Maybe we'll see some heat for those who want to see the heat. I don't want to see the heat. Today was, well, it was humid, but it wasn't that bad. When it's humid like this, you don't feel it unless you exert yourself. Here's the euro. Similar idea. So they pretty much are on the same page in regards to the upper air pattern. So let's go look at the surface here. So here we go into tomorrow. We still have that chance of showers and thunderstorms with that low still sitting over us. And then Monday, maybe we'll have some clear skies for a little bit, but there might be some instability, but I think it's going to be more to the north and the west. You can still see that low just cut off, kind of sitting over us. Here's Tuesday. Same deal, it just kind of sits there. So it'll kind of keep the chance of showers, and from many of the days this week, though, it won't be raining all the time. But that's a good thing because we need the rain. And then you start seeing that Atlantic ridge starting to develop toward the end there into next week. But still not a huge ridge pattern, not a really huge ridge pattern. And that's the point I want to take here. We'll look at and because of this pattern, we will have more rain. So hopefully that is much needed. We need it. Let's take a look at the total accumulated precip as we go through the period here, and you'll see here through the whole of next week, we could be getting an additional inch or two of rain. Still not enough to alleviate the drought, but we could use whatever we can get at this point because it has been so dry and we've hardly had any rain at all whatsoever. So let's go look at the temperatures. So here we go into the temperatures, and I do want to look at actually before I get started with this, let me go to the NAM 12 kilometer, and we'll look at the NAM 3 kilometer. Actually, we'll go ahead and look at the chances for showers. Now, this model kind of got it wrong today. A lot of the models did with the severe weather. They thought we'd see more. We didn't really. So let's take a look at tomorrow here in the short range, just to show you there's the chance of some showers and thunderstorms, mainly to the north and west. But that chance does get in by around the evening, so we may see something. And looks like the NAM's got some purple, so I'll have to take a look at the SPC too and see if they see any severe risk for tomorrow. Maybe we'll have another severe risk. But Monday is much drier. Much slighter chance on Monday. That's as far as I got at on that. Let's take a look at the HRRR. Alright, it's as much as I got out on the HRRR. Again, you can see activity developing to the north. Let me see if we can get. I think the 18Z goes further out. There's one HRRR model that goes a little further out. You could see some of that activity, but it has it very scattered. It won't be as widespread as today, but there's a chance that we could see something. So there is the chance that we could see something. Okay, so yeah, let me go to SPC now and see if we're in a severe. I think we're just in a general slight risk. Well, not even a slight risk, marginal. Let me go here and see what we have for tomorrow. Let's see. All right, this is today, so it has us in the S light is now pushed south of the area. Let's go take a look at the day 2 convective outlook. Yeah, so we're in the we're in that green, so it could be maybe a widely scattered. More than not, we're probably not going to see any severe weather, but there could be some thunderstorms around. All right, so let's get back to temperatures here. That's just because of the instability, that low in the area. Tomorrow will be hotter because the sun will be out, so I think we'll see temperatures in the mid to upper 80s and around 90 in New Jersey for Monday. So a little looks like maybe a tick cooler, mid 80s, but still 90 in Jersey. And Tuesday we see more cloud cover. I'm thinking so. There's some cool temperatures there. Tuesday, Wednesday we'll see some more cloud cover, probably that low over us and more of an easterly flow. But then the heat starts coming back Thursday. Here's Friday, and just in time for July 4th weekend. Here's Friday, July 3rd. It has GFS has some heat finally getting into the area. But then the next day is cool. So I wonder if that's a backdoor cold front. We'll have to see what happens here. We still haven't hit 90 yet this month in the city. Um, Here is this is July 9th. So we're going way out now. There's one other thing. There's so many things to talk about. All right, so let's look at the dew points now, and I'll show you that the humidity is really not going to go anywhere. So here's the humidity today. The humidity doesn't really go anywhere tomorrow. Maybe a slight drop in the humidity tomorrow. According to the GFS, very slight. Probably still dew points in the mid 60s instead of probably 70s or mid 60s. Here's Monday. Oh, is that Monday? That was Monday. I'm sorry. No, tomorrow will still be humid. We still have dew points in the mid to upper 60s. We see that slight drop on Monday, but then Tuesday we start getting back into it again. But not terribly humid, but it's going to be staying on the humid side. Yeah, but look what happens next weekend. It looks like it tries to drop it back to a front through on July 4th, and that's why we see that dramatic cool down. But then it warms right back up again, and we get look at all that humidity and heat coming our way. And this is further along, which I'm not even going to pay attention to. So let's take a look at the skies for tomorrow. You'll see, actually, yeah, it looks like it has a mostly, wow, that's weird, a mostly clear sky for tomorrow, huh? That's interesting. And then Monday we should also have a good amount I think we'll have a good amount of sunshine both days. That's why it's going to be hotter. But then you see some more clouds coming in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday maybe we start getting rid of them. On Friday maybe we'll have less clouds. Here's that back door for Saturday, so maybe we can have a nice day on that day too. And then I'm not going to go any further beyond that. Let's look at the NAM. NAM. So here is the NAM. NAM is much more cloudy and tomorrow. I don't think it'll be a clear day tomorrow. I think Monday would be more likely to have somewhat sunshine, at least before the instability clouds pop up later in the afternoon. So I think Monday will be the best day. It'll still be warm. It'll be a little less humid and should have a decent amount of sun as a result of that. Okay, one other thing I want to check here. Caribou, Maine. Because they've been setting records over there, I believe. We're gonna check the Twitter over there. They've had some heat. So we're gonna go in here and take a look. I believe it's let me go to their Twitter here. Yeah, here we go. Because I think they hit like above 90 like 11 days in a row, which is pretty crazy. Warmest, yeah, this June is predicted to be the warmest on record in Caribou. So Caribou had their warmest June ever. And I believe that they also set some records as far as how many days they hit 90 in a row. So let's see. I believe. Let's see if we can get to that. Looks like they did have some relief there. Let's see if we can find that. They had some storms, but we got to go back. There's nothing on this, but I know that they hit like 90 on the number of 80 plus days. All right, so this is the so they went above 80, I believe. Maybe not 90. All right, so. Yeah, it's 11 consecutive days with a high of 80 or above in Caribou, Maine. So that's very unusual. Wow, the most 80-degree days in the month of June since 2005. So, and there have been 4 days with the high of 90 or warmer. So, very interesting. Okay, last but not least, let's look at this dust on the high-resolution satellite here, and you'll see it looks like it's over Florida. I don't really see any of it coming our way. Looks like it's over Florida now, but there is another cloud that's now over the Lesser Antilles. We'll have to watch and see where that goes. But I don't know. I think maybe we're seeing a little bit of the effects of it, but it's mainly in the southeast that we're seeing the effects. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. A lot to talk about today, and maybe tomorrow will be quieter. Take care, everybody.